Hello everyone, good morning, welcome to our channel. Now I'm going to report the latest coronavirus pandemic real-time big data report. The data is updated to 21st of March 2020, 10:22 a.m. Beijing time. Now it's 10:23 a.m. Beijing time. Okay, now let's have a look for the domestic epidemic data in mainland China. We can see that the confirmed diagnosis cases is 6,279, which is 484 less than yesterday, and the cumulative diagnosis number is 81,416, which is 116 more than yesterday. Suspected cases 106, which is 36 more than yesterday, and the cumulative cure cases 71,876, which is 592 more than yesterday. And the overseas input, which means import cases, 269, which is 41 more than yesterday. So the others is domestic new cases. Cumulative death cases 3,261, which is 8 more than yesterday. So that's the overall number in mainland China. Now let's have a look for the infection maps. We can see that many provinces has been cleaned of this coronavirus. All these provinces with a white color means there is no any confirmed cases now. But still some of them has more than 1,000 cases, like Hubei, 5,790, and Taiwan has 105. All the others like less than 100 cases. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for the national total new diagnosis and new overseas input confirmed trend. We can see that total new diagnosis number is 116 and active foreign input is 41. The rest is domestic input increase. So we can see that a lot of new diagnosed cases are coming from out of China because people are coming back to China because they might think that China has a better treatment for this coronavirus. And let's have a look for the new confirmed cases nationwide, Hubei, non-Hubei province. We can see that nationwide is 116. Hubei has no any new diagnosis cases, and non-Hubei province has 116. So which means all these new confirmed cases from non-Hubei province. Okay, now let's have a look for the data in different regions. Yeah, once again, if you like our channel, please make sure you click the subscribe button. Subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you an update as soon as possible. We can see that Hubei province has no new diagnosis at the cases, and the cumulative diagnosis number is 67,800. Overall cure cases 58,942, and 3,139 people died with this new coronavirus. Because there is no any new diagnosis cases, I'm not going to report the cities one by one. You can just pause this video and have a look by yourself. Now let's move on to have a look for other provinces out of Hubei province. We can see that Guangdong has 7 new diagnosis cases, overall 1,399 cumulative diagnosis cases, 1,335 people discharged, 8 people died. And all the other provinces has more than 1,000 cases, Guangdong, Henan, Zhejiang, and Hunan. We can see that Zhejiang has 2 new diagnosis cases, Shandong has 2 new diagnosis cases as well. And we can see that Sichuan has 1 new diagnosis cases, but Beijing has 14 new diagnosis cases. As we mentioned many times before, probably because Beijing, all those new cases are coming from out of China because people are coming back to China and many of them coming back to Beijing. And Shanghai has 9 new diagnosis cases, Fujian has 4, and Hong Kong has 48. It's not that surprised Hong Kong has the most new diagnosis cases, as we mentioned many times, because people probably transfer from Hong Kong to mainland China. So and a lot of people also coming back to Hong Kong as well. So we can see the more new diagnosis cases in Hong Kong. That will make sense. Okay, let's move on. Shanxi has 1 and Taiwan has 27 new diagnosis cases. Okay, that's the overall data in mainland China about this new coronavirus epidemic, real-time big data. Now I'm going to report the epidemic real-time big data out of China. Once again, if you like our channel, please make sure you click the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. Give us a support. We'll give you an update as soon as possible. Okay, we can see that the confirmed diagnosis cases 163,352, and the cumulative diagnosis number is 190,844. So which means the number out of China is now much higher than the number in mainland China. So the situation out of China is really bad now. The cumulative cure case is 19,491, and cumulative death case is 8,001. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for the new diagnosis trends at home and abroad. At home means in China, abroad means out of China. We can see that the domestic number is 116 new diagnosis cases, but foreign is 24,121, which means a lot of new diagnosis cases out of China. And this number is much higher than the highest new added diagnosis cases in China we had ever seen. I can remember the number is similar as 15,000 something, but now the foreign added new case is 24,121, which means the situation out of China is really bad now and it's getting worse and worse day after day. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for specific continents and countries. We can see that Europe is the most severe continent all over the world now, which has 16,914 new diagnosis cases, 128,069 cumulative diagnosis cases, 8,455 people discharged, 6,002 people died. Italy is the most severe country all over the world now because they have the biggest death cases and the highest mortality rate all over the world. You can just use 4,032 and then divide it by 47 and 31. You can see that the mortality rate now is higher than 8.6. So the situation in Italy is very bad. So hopefully we will see a better result in Italy in the coming futures. Spain, they didn't update the new diagnosis cases yet, but cumulative diagnosis number is 19,980. And we can see that Germany and France also have more than 10,000 cases, with Germany 18,607, France 12,612. Okay, I'm not going to report all the countries one by one. If you want to have a look, you can just pause this video and have a look the detail by yourself. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for another continent, which is Asia. We can see that Asia, it's remain similar as before. Iran is the most severe country in Asia, which has 19,644 cumulative diagnosis cases, 745 people discharged, 1,433 people died. If we use 1,433 divided by this 19,644, we can see that the mortality rate in Iran it's also very high, 7.3. So the mortality rate in Iran and Italy are very high. They both higher than 7. Actually, Italy is higher than 8. It's 8.5 now. Italy is 8.6, 8.57. Okay, Korea has 8,799, Malaysia 1,030, and Japan 1,016. Then all the other countries less than 1,000. I'm not going to report them one by one. Okay, now we will move on to have a look for another continent. Once again, if you want to have a look for any specific countries by yourself, you can just pause this video and then read the number by yourself carefully. Okay, now let's move on to have a look for North America. We can see that North America has 274 new diagnosis cases. United States didn't update it data yet, but the cumulative diagnosis number in United States is 19,101. As we mentioned many times before, because now the United States are testing people by free, so we can see the number will growing up faster and faster than ever before, and we have the information from many public media that many countries' import cases have the history of visiting United States, which means people coming back from United States has a high potential that been infected by this new coronavirus. 125 people discharged, 244 people died in United States. We can see that more people die in United States than people discharged from hospital. So we have a question here because United States before they said they have a very good medicine to treat patients, but why they have more death cases than discharge cases? Okay, Canada has 1,087. All the other countries less than 1,000. I'm not going to report them one by one. Okay, now let's move on to for South America. South America has 452 new diagnosis cases, 2,541 cumulative diagnosis, 13 people discharged, 25 people died. Brazil is the most severe country in South America. Okay, let's move on to have a look for Oceania. We can see that Oceania has 68 new diagnosis cases, 999 cumulative diagnosis, 46 people discharged, 7 people died, all from Australia. Australia has 52 new diagnosis cases, overall 929 cumulative diagnosis cases. So the situation in Australia is getting worse again, same. So because almost 1,000 people been infected by this new coronavirus, and I guess many of them are also similar as other countries imported from other countries. Okay, let's have a look for Africa. Africa has 141 new diagnosis cases, 990 cumulative diagnosis. Egypt is the most severe country in Africa. And others which means the Diamond Prince Cruise, which has 712 cumulative diagnosis, no new added diagnosis. Okay, that's the overall real-time big data of this pandemic COVID-19 on 21st of March 2020, and the data is updated to 20th of March 2020. Once again, if you like our channel, please make sure click the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel. We'll give you an update as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Goodbye.